Stop scrolling. Take a breath, because this is the kind of news that hits you in the chest before it reaches your mind. The kind that makes fans whisper, "No, not him." The world woke up to heartbreaking reports about Eric Dane, the man whose smile, confidence, and screen presence made millions fall in love with him. From his unforgettable role as Dr. Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy to his intense performance as Cal Jacobs in Euphoria, Eric wasn't just an actor, he was a part of people's lives. For years, viewers watched him bring passion, pain, and humanity to every character he played. He wasn't just McSteamy. He was the friend you rooted for, the doctor you trusted, the father figure you tried to understand. His presence on screen felt real, honest, powerful. But behind the fame, behind the cameras, behind the red carpets, a silent battle was unfolding. In April 2025, Eric courageously revealed his diagnosis with ALS, a progressive neurological disease that slowly takes away a person's ability to move, speak, and even breathe. For many, this announcement came as a shock. He had always appeared strong, confident, unbreakable, and yet he chose honesty over hiding, truth over silence. Instead of disappearing, Eric stood tall. He shared his journey. He spoke openly about his struggles. He allowed the world to see his vulnerability, not as weakness, but as strength. Fans across the globe flooded social media with love, prayers, and messages of support, and he felt every single one. In his final days, he was surrounded by what mattered most: his family, his daughters, his loved ones, and the people who stood by him when the lights went off. There were no cameras, no scripts, no performances, just love, just memories, just moments that mattered. This wasn't just the loss of a celebrity, this was the loss of a storyteller, a dreamer, a fighter, a human being who refused to give up, even when life became unbearably hard. And this is only the beginning of his story. Behind every smile Eric shared in interviews, there was pain he never fully showed. Behind every public appearance, there was a body slowly betraying him. ALS is cruel. It doesn't arrive with noise. It doesn't warn you. It creeps in quietly, stealing strength, independence, and comfort piece by piece. Yet Eric never let the disease define him. While many would choose silence, he chose courage. He talked about his diagnosis. He raised awareness. He supported research. He encouraged others who were suffering in silence. He became more than an actor. He became a voice for those who felt invisible. There were days when walking became difficult. Days when speaking took effort. Days when exhaustion felt endless. But still he showed up. Still he smiled. Still he thanked his fans. In interviews, he often expressed deep gratitude for the love he received. He said it gave him strength. It reminded him that he wasn't alone, that his life mattered, that his journey had meaning. Friends describe him as resilient. Family members called him brave. Fans saw him as inspiring. But the truth is, he was human. There were moments of fear, moments of frustration, moments when the future felt terrifying. Yet he never allowed bitterness to take over. He never let anger replace kindness. Instead, he chose grace. In his final months, Eric focused on what truly mattered: time, love, connection, legacy. He spent precious moments with his daughters. He laughed with close friends. He reflected on his life, the roles he played, the lives he touched, the dreams he fulfilled. He knew his time was limited, so he lived it fully. No regrets, no bitterness, no unfinished love, just gratitude, just peace, just acceptance. And in doing so, he taught the world one of the greatest lessons of all. Strength isn't about never falling. It's about standing tall, even when falling is inevitable. When the news of Eric's passing spread, the world stood still. Social media filled with tears. Fans shared memories. Co-stars posted tributes. Strangers wrote messages as if they had lost a friend, because in a way they had. For years, Eric welcomed people into his world through a screen. He made them laugh. He made them cry. He made them feel understood. His characters became companions during lonely nights, stressful days, and unforgettable moments. But his greatest role wasn't on television. It was in real life. He was a loving father, a devoted family man, a loyal friend, a fearless fighter. Even in his darkest moments, he thought of others. He wanted his story to help people. He wanted his struggle to create hope. He wanted his pain to mean something. And it did. Today, his legacy lives on in every episode watched, every scene replayed, every quote remembered. It lives in the hearts of fans who grew up watching him. It lives in the families who found comfort in his honesty. It lives in the patients who felt less alone because of his courage. Eric Dane didn't just leave behind roles. He left behind impact. He showed us that fame fades, but character doesn't. That beauty fades, but kindness doesn't. That life is fragile, but love is forever. So when you think of him, don't only think of how he died, think of how he lived, with passion, with honesty, with courage, with heart. Rest in peace, Eric. Your story isn't over. It's etched into time, written in memories, and carried forward by millions who will never forget you.